Right. Last time we got cut off a
Another cold
little
stash.
early. We got this bolt stash. Got 2 arrows. Five's got 1 arrow. Seven's got 3 arrows. So perhaps the code just so happens to be 527. And we now have the Agony Crossbow. I just realized I still have an extra charm, which we're actually going away for the moment. Before we were rudely interrupted by internet. Also going to run back a bit. Nursery rhyme. Old stash, perhaps?
Another cult box.
Well, that's easy. Okay.
Another rhyme.
So some of these, I'll be honest, I tend to like overthink, assume that they need more than they actually require. That one just needs the moose. When I did this before, I was like, oh, I need a hunter doll. Been a while trying to find a hunter doll. Here's a moose. Drink
What
coffee.
the hell? A charm.
Bad puppy. Oh, coffee. All right, I think there's a couple more things, but we'll just catch up with all that stuff in the less flooded stage of the lottery exploration. Will, however, grab all the crossbow bolts that I just kind of left hanging. They're useful. Also going to drop this coffee mug. let's continue on. Brief amount of healing. There we go. Now we heal again. Should have gone the other way. We actually can get some stuff up by the radio tower. Will.
Club designer Terry Feldman. How are we today?
Hey there, Pat. Doing just fine. I'm a super big fan of the show. What a treat to be on with you today.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine, Terry. Now, I hear you're doing something special for Deerfest. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I'm crafting a selection of custom basswood cuckoo clocks, but the real special sauce is when it's cuckoo time and you're expecting a bird to pop out for a chirp. Out comes a big old deer.
Well, that's just neat.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Real neat. That's gonna have the tourists tickled pink. And I hear you're selling these at the Sunday market. So make sure to say hello to Wendy Davis from our sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky.
Otto's Moose Jerky.
All right, Terry, you still there?
Yeah, still here. I'm just... Geez, Pat, I'm sorry to tell you this. I thought you heard Wendy's dead.
Oh boy, that's a strange joke you're playing there, Terry.
No, it's... I'm sorry, Pat. You know all that FBI business. Wendy was one of those bodies they found.
Well, that's just not possible, Terry. Wendy stopped by this morning with 3 flavors of beef jerky. She brought me the smoked hickory and the teriyaki and then what was that other one?
I'm real sorry, Pat.
What was that other one? She was just talking about this just hours ago. Smoked hickory, teriyaki, and... Hickory teriyaki! Thanks, Tapio. It's just a bit of a strange joke, Terry. Did Yako and Elmo put you up to this?
Pat.
Well...
Wacky Coscolas.
Laugh over this little prank, I'm sure. Terry, thank you so much for your time. Can't wait to see those Deerfest cuckoos at the market. Wendy will be there with her beef jerky as always, and we'll be back after this.
I mean, not doing too.
More of those rhymes. Makes sense.
Ooh. Very hard to dodge wolves when they. The wolf go. Christ. There we go.
I
Here
can
we have a
use
deer
this to
charm.
on my bracelet.
It's okay. I think I use the take it though. Both to refill my health because it's low, and because I need inventory. Something. I have the agony problem.
There's another lunchbox.
Going a little bit. Oh, oops. A lot of nursery. Watery. Gone. Is unfortunate. But I think that's it for the radio tower area, at least for now. Is there more stuff? Maybe. I don't remember. But that's a problem for later. But let's continue on down and we can do about Coffee World. Fortunately, that area is pretty
Another one of
flooded
those
at the moment.
lunchboxes.
Don't read their fan fiction about being the world's top mycology expert. 16 I might be able to do something. might do is to try getting this out of action. Seems useful, and also I haven't gotten it in my other save file.
But not for long. Saga raised the sawn-off shotgun to stop it, once and for all.
Sometimes you want to try out different power-ups. And me. Needless to say, we will be getting there. There's stuff there. I want to point out that I do really enjoy bumper boats. So when I saw this, I got really excited. Bumper boats are fun. Take your kids on bumper boats. Sorry. This new safe place. Rub-a-dub-dub for 20 seconds. God.
Scratch stalked through the forest, a terrifying dark presence in the night, more sensed than seen. Darkness boiled in his skull, like a storm cloud crammed into a bottle. The woods were alive with those he had taken. They were coming with him, directed by him. His army of darkness.
Love that movie.
His singular purpose was a sharp, pulsing black hole in his head, waves roaring out of it to whip his flock into a frenzy, filling them
I think
with
that's how you
his
spell
purpose.
frenzy.
The clicker. He wanted it, to make his horrific ending to the story come true. The art was there. The clicker would push it across the final threshold, a detonator to send out a tidal wave that would spread to overtake reality. He was so close to claiming it. The Taken gibbered and shouted, straining against their invisible leashes, filled with bloodlust. Scratch let them go. They launched themselves into the night with violent glee. He ripped a signpost from the ground, swung it in his hands as if it was made of air. Ahead, the music started. It called him. It called him on. Let the final deer fest commence.
Well, that's ominous. Anything else? I don't really have a lot of... I haven't found a lot of use for these propane. At least compared to, like...
Hello? Anyone here? Nope. Did they get out? Did the Taken get them? Or were they turned into Taken? I'll need to get the key to the trailer park myself.
Hey, welcome to Coffee World.
Coffee World. The most caffeinated place on Earth. And yet nobody's here to help me get that key.
And I'll take a nap.
Locked. Need something to jimmy it open with. A list of maintenance work. A screwdriver. Huh.
Well, the tree guy. Sounds like the screwdriver is at the percolator.
Using screwdrivers to break into gift shops isn't exactly standard procedure.
Figure out how to get to the percolator. It's not the percolator, but I can't get up there from here. Never mind. We're just gonna keep going to the percolator, or we're gonna take a detour. I don't know. We're gonna do something. To preemptively grab that key for a stash that we haven't actually seen, but it was over there, so I was like, you know what? Fine now. So dark. I can't imagine how you could possibly read this without using the Mocha the Moose thing. Probably shouldn't feed moose cop. Aware of those fun moose facts, except for the part where Mocha is the only moose addicted to coffee.
When you ask, Mayor Seta will speak.
Here's the Huatari Well, definitely not haunted. Ilmari Huatari and Yakopi Huatari. Like Ilmo and Yako Oskala? Hmm? A mystery.
Another locked box.
This was the key that I accidentally already that I went to first because I knew where it was. I mean, I stumbled up. M&T? Who could that be?
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
We're at Coffee World.
Nice. I saw you checking out the flyer for the well. Which I
Yeah.
have it on good authority is not haunted.
It's not haunted.
Okay, so I know there's bits of your stream that I've missed over the last few days through the
Yes.
cooking and whatnot. Did you get the beer commercial?
Not yet. I think that's coming up.
Okay, because I got it right at the start of chapter 2.
Oh, maybe
but
I did
wasn't
get
sure
it.
if you'd missed it.
Oh no, okay. I do not have the beer commercial.
Ah, damn. That's a really good one.
It is. For me, I think it's coming up pretty soon.
Oh, okay. So you already seen it on your other playthrough.
Yes.
All right.
I've seen 4 of the
'Cause, yeah,
6 ads total.
like, I walked into the Oh Dear Diner like right when the second chapter started, and it just played the beer ad right away, and I was like, "This is the best thing I've ever seen."
I knows. You
I'm
could
busy
see it
wearing
that
a
early.
turtleneck and drinking wine.
Like an asshole. We'll get there.
This game is very
Well-
good, but also very buggy.
A little bit.
I've been playing it this morning, which is a good way to spend Halloween.
Yeah.
I've just now caught up to the subway section as Alan,
Jesus!
which is fun, but like I got
Calm down, Saga.
ganked by some
It's just a pot of
taken
coffee.
dudes in the subway, and I had to reload a checkpoint. And the checkpoint is pretty far back.
Yeah. No, it's
And then whenever I was like buttoning through to get back to where I was, it apparently didn't appreciate me buttoning through the rewriting reality part. So then I just had a tutorial prompt welded to my screen permanently, and I ended up having to reload the game to fix it. So
yeah. There's some
Yeah.
bugs. There was a patch yesterday, I think. That at least I don't know about PC version, but at least for the Xbox version, it did. Oh, I need to quick put on the agony crossbow onto my quick select. Oh my god, I can't talk. Oops. I don't have the upgrade that I had, or I got a different one. So, oops. But they fixed the bug that I ran into at the start of chapter 1 or 2, where I tried to interact with Casey, and then it just freaked out.
My favorite upgrade with Saga so far is the shotgun that refills your HP when you kill a dude with it.
That is a very good one.
Hey, this should get that gift shop open.
There's also the enemies when I've been playing as Alan have not dropped anything, but when I'm playing as Saga, the enemies have dropped a lot of shotgun ammo.
Yes. I believe that.
It's really coming in handy. But more importantly, playing it has let me catch something I missed.
Oh.
Because and you might have caught this, I'm not sure. But back when you're fighting taken dudes in the woods, who around the time you're doing the doll thing, they specifically mention a name. They mention Estevez.
Yes.
Do you remember that name?
It's the person who the guy at the Panopticon mentions is not part of the Taken lock, or the Hiss lockdown, rather.
Yeah, because at the end of the AWE expansion, he mentions Estevez is in charge of like Frightful's area. So it's like, I think those Taken dudes were straight up FBC members. Which is cool. And again, you played further ahead, so you probably know a lot more of what's coming.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's all of them.
I
Did
don't
that
like
Taken say ride the percolator?
that Taken did say ride the percolator.
Okay, just check.
I don't like the speedy Taken in this game. They're very annoying.
They're really annoying. Also, because I've been listening to the game exclusively
There's
through
another cold
you
stash.
and having the stream muted, I did not realize Saga had an accent, and now the Swedish thing makes a lot more sense.
I wish I remembered the only Stripe Cups numbers, but because this is going to take a bit, because we got one. If this Ferris wheel made less creaky noises, I would ride this Ferris wheel. Or
I just don't ride Ferris wheels.
I love Ferris wheels. 7.
Amusement park rides in general scare me.
That's fair. So I guess here's my thing, is that I prefer amusement park rides to, like, county fair rides.
Okay, now I will say, when I say amusement park rides, I explicitly mean county fair rides, because that's all I've ever seen.
Okay. So, yeah. I'm not a fan of, like, county fair type rides, mostly because, like, they're designed to go up and come down. Mm-hmm. Amusement park rides are meant to go up and stay up, so they're built a little sturdier.
Okay.
Which is why amusement parks are great. County fairs, I do not enjoy the county fair. Also, but I do enjoy this sign that just says this toilet is out of order, and it's a porta potty. I don't know how porta potties get out of order, because it's just literally a hole, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And also, get your shit together just makes me think of the volumetric shit compressor from Disco Elysium.
Fair. What was I gonna say? There's a related to that, the game over screen when you're playing as Alan.
It's terrifying.
Just laying dead. Yes, but also it just kind of looks like fucking Harry from Disco Elysium. I can't stop laughing at it.
That's fair. The first time that, because I did a really good job on stream of not dying as Alan. When I played by myself, I did not do a good job of not dying as Alan, and that shit. The first time I genuinely like jumped and was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Fair. It's an unsettling
Now, where
screen.
is that safe?
Kind of enjoy the coffee gift shop.
It's a nice gift shop. Who doesn't like a good gift shop?
That's true. They have plastic puukko knives, which are some kind of Finnish knife, I guess. I'm not an expert on the culture of Finland.
Also, something that I don't believe we brought up. I could be wrong.
Oh?
The first time you play as Alan in the TV studio, there's all the photos on the wall of like the old gods of Asgard and Alan Wake and Sam Lake with Mr. Door.
Mm-hmm.
The top right photo is actually Ati, and it has his autograph on it.
I didn't notice that. That's great.
Like, granted, you run into Ati like 3 minutes later, so
Yeah.
Locked. Okay. What would Ilmo use for a code?
Who hurt you? Why are you so paranoid? Says Yako. Ilmo says, calm down. It's tracker, lookout, cleaner. This puzzle did stump me for a while, mostly because I feel like they could have been a little bit clearer on which job is which
Safe.
for this puzzle.
What's the combination?
People hate the puzzles, Ilmo. Why not just use keys? People love the puzzles, Yaku. Only very smart people can think up good puzzles. Just look around and you will find the answer. Dedicated staff will be rewarded.
Also, people hating
combination to the
puzzles is a
safe is
great
somewhere in the
reason
gift
to
shop.
use puzzles as your safe password.
That is true. Oh, you wanted
Because
to
imagine...
later on there's a very funny puzzle that someone freaks out about, and it's good actually.
I was gonna say that imagine that you like broke into a place to rob the safe, and then you find like, oh, what's the safe combo? And it's just a paper that just has like a fucking riddle on it. Like, you give up, right? You just go home.
Probably.
Because I'm not.
Or if
like,
it's me, I'd give it like one shot. I'd be like, okay, let's
well,
have
yeah,
some fun.
sure, try anything once, but like, I'm just if you get like a fucking Resident Evil walkthrough level puzzle, it's like, oh fuck this.
Yeah, that's
Like if it's like the fucking chess fuse board thing from Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil 3 remake. 2 remake? 2 remake,
2 remake, yes.
right?
Two remakes, the one
Go
with the
into the
chest in the
sewers.
sewer. Yeah.
Yeah, you go into the sewers in both of them, so it threw me off for a minute. Why the fuck do you always end up in the sewer in Resident Evil?
I don't know.
Coffee World staff. Hope they're not all monsters now.
At least the sewer levels in 2 and 3 remake are mercifully short.
The photos have stickers on them.
I don't know about working a year at Coffee World gets you a free packet of fresh ground coffee. That's not a great reward, I find. But also I just don't like coffee. Anyway, the puzzle here switch this case. Involves the number of years people have worked,
I bet Ilmo
board
prepared
listing,
Sudokus.
staff and their jobs, tracker, lookout, and clean. Now, for me, when I did this, I was like, okay, tracker, lookout, cleaner. Well, park walkaround's like a lookout because you're walking around. Cleaner is clearly the janitor. Like there's no question about it.
Yeah.
And I think I said lookout was security.
I feel like I would probably have... I don't know, there's different ways to take this. Because, like, tracker.
Yeah.
I think the walk around could technically be a tracker, or maybe that's a lookout.
Yeah. So this puzzle is kind of annoying, and eventually what I did was I was like, well, I'm gonna like mark down the numbers that are possible and then just start futzing with them.
Mm-hmm.
What I think the game intends for the solution to be is that
Uh-huh.
I don't remember. I think Tracker and Lookout is Security and Lost and Found, but I don't remember which order it is off the top of my head because it's been a few days.
I feel like if I had to do that, I would say Tracker is Lost and Found.
I'm gonna go back and look because okay, so it was 146. So yeah, Lost and Found is Tracker, Lookout is Security, Janitor is Cleaner. Anyway, I've saved you like 20 minutes of me going back and forth trying to be like, well, what's a tracker?
The keys to my trailer.
What am I doing here? What's the
I have to
answer?
find the clicker and the Colt.
And again, this is why I'm very glad that I have 2 playthroughs going, because I can save a lot of time and we can get to the fun stuff without doing the
Sorry, we're out of Bright Falls blend.
the less fun
And I
stuff.
apologize to the customers. I'll just grab some from the back. More coffee coming right up. She suggested they ride the percolator while they waited. She passed Ilmo at the Espresso Express. Big smile, Anna. Coffee world is all smiles. Anna nodded, smiled. She smiled until her face hurt. Anna stopped walking, realized she was standing next to the Huatari well. Must have zoned out, she thought. She was about to go, but something in the well caught her eye. A shadow shifting in the dark.
I think the well
Anna
was haunted.
overcome by vertigo. The world tilted, and then she was falling down, down, down into the shaft. The darkness opened up to swallow her.
You have bad
I'm
news.
pretty sure it's not. I have it on good authority that it's not haunted.
Oh, you know, that's true. Would the Costello
said
brothers lie to me?
They said it in that commercial, and they can't lie in a commercial. It goes out on TV.
True. See if I can figure out the quick way to get back to the trailer park. There are a lot of signs for Mayor Setter out and about in the world.
Yeah. Really wants to be mayor.
Yes. I don't think it was in this playthrough, but I found a radio ad that was someone running against Mayor Setter and just randomly yells out that Mayor Setter kills cats.
I mean, but do we know that?
I mean, we don't, but I mean, if we're mudslinging, that's an effective mudsling.
mean,
I would not
sure.
vote for a mayor that
If you
killed
want to
cats.
just lie. Yeah, if you want to just lie on the air.
This is not where we need to go, but there's stuff up here. So
Also, I just want to point out, Saga Anderson kills dogs. So, you know.
yeah, but they're dogs possessed by the evil.
Oh, so now you want context.
Also, cats are better.
What if it was an evil possessed cat trying to tear your throat out?
I might deserve it. I don't know. Oh, I was playing some game that had a arachnophobia mode in it. Because they're enemies that look vaguely like spiders and they skitter around all weird, and it's a little unpleasant. But the problem is the arachnophobia mode just turns them into cats, and I'm like, that's worse. I don't want to murder cats.
Yeah, that's... yeah. So, I want to see a game that has an arachnophobia mode, but it's the other way around, so it turns these into spiders.
That would be very funny.
Fucking taking just like dual wielding sickles.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I do that. more dolls to solve puzzles with. These FBC nursery runs. Old Watcher of the Sea flies Elder on eyeball, and he tricked the ocean deep with the trickster on the water. And unfortunately, I think that respawns more Taken. Not really. I feel like Taken are way more bullet spongy in this game compared to Alan Wake
Yeah,
the
you're not
first.
wrong. So I'm not sure if they themselves are more bullet spongy or if the handgun is just much weaker comparatively in this game.
Maybe.
Because like I feel like the shotgun still just eats these dudes up.
That was actually how I learned about the weird fact about the PC version of Alan Wake, where PC normal is console hard.
Yeah.
Was
That's another good point, because I did play Alan Wake on the PC, so I'm not sure.
Well, so the difference there is that in normal / PC easy, the enemies would take like 2 headshots, I think, from the pistol, and then on hard they would take 3. I mean, it might not have had to be headshots. I think it was just 2 and 3 handgun shots to take out a normal Taken. And because I was looking it up, and I was like, or I was looking up something that had to do with the damage numbers, and I was like, I'm playing on normal, but the enemies are definitely taking 3 shots to kill. What's going on here? Oh, the PC version has the difficulties labeled differently for some reason. Which is weird.
There's a handful of games that happen with. It's weird every time.
I feel like you think about it most with like regional differences back in like the late 80s, early 90s, where like...
Yeah, like that happened with Devil May Cry 3.
Oh, that's...
It's like one of the more famous cases.
I was thinking about Mega Man 2, where like... Japanese...
they do it there too?
In Mega Man 2, there is no difficulty selection. Japanese normal, or the American hard is the only difficulty in the Japanese version.
Oh, okay.
On in here. Other than another Mayor Setter thing.
I mean, advertising at Coffee World is just a good idea.
I mean, it is the most caffeinated place on earth. Mayor Setter is not afraid of the rough questions.
Not afraid of the rough questions.
I don't know if you knew that about Mayor Setter.
I did not.
This part is fun.
It's in the rain. Must not drink the water or take a bath ever again.
No baths.
Only drink the moonshine, brother.
Don't look like cultists.
See, I don't actually trust their knowledge about the darkness, because this feels like it is just an excuse to not take baths or to only drink moonshine.
Excuse me. I'm looking for the Anderson trailer.
Too old? No such thing.
Pretty pie, right on time. Like we were just saying, it's not true. The lies to hurt you and make you weak. Don't believe a word. They believe because deep down, they want to be told what to think. We're different. Rebels! You must stop it before it turns real. Don't be part of the story. Make the story. Stop the hell of it!
These old
Thanks, old gods of
seem
Asgard.
affected by the horror story like the other locals are. Do they know what's happening here? How do you know about the story?
Same as you, of course, sweetie pie. We are family. The Andersons.
Remember, old gods of Asgard are Odin and Tor Anderson,
I do know that.
So good.
and your Saga Anderson.
Finally see you, Saga.
I completely forgot that was her last
I am your
name.
great Uncle Odin. This is your long-lost Murfreid, Thor. Saratoga. He is your grandfather, and I am the All-Father.
Just as crazy as everyone else.
You don't know the half of it, lady.
Just as caught in it. I need to stay focused. I need to check out the trailer.
Before we do that,
Hello, Yako. Who is this incredibly attractive martial arts master? It's
here's another ad.
brother, Ilmo. I now recognize you,
Oh,
but
no.
Ilmo, why are you dressed like that? Deerfest is almost here, which means we're chopping the prices on all of our custom designed
Now recognize
Deerfest
you.
red floats created by the award-winning team at Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club. Winners of last year's trophy for Best Deerfest float featuring an animal that is not deer. That very team. And you're gonna get a kick out of our latest
Best
float design.
Deerfest float featuring an animal that is not a deer.
Deerfest floats. Restaurant
Like a swan.
floats shaped like things we can't show on television.
Forgot about that part.
The best way to impress your friends. Propose to your partner.
Floats
or
shaped
approach
like
them
things
in
we
a
can't
trolley.
show on
We don't do
television.
just
Yep.
Deerfest. Our floats are a perfect gift for weddings, birthdays, bar mitzvahs, or your
Propose to your partner or throw shade at an office.
Korea. Our floats will
I like that Yako also can't pronounce quinceanera.
But why take our word for it? Let's hear it from one of our many, many happy customers.
I was at Deerfest last year. Flows were pretty good. One of them was a swan.
And the people liked it. And there you
Oh,
have
no.
it. Award-winning floats now at reduced
Okay.
prices that will knock you off your feet. How are yours today?
They reserve the right to refuse service if they don't want to do it, which is a very funny disclaimer on their thing
You're
there.
a handsome deer.
There's
To be
more.
fair, it is also. I feel like that's just an accept. I wonder why petting these deer is not a collector.
I don't know.
You do it so often in this game.
Yeah, it's a good time to, putting it in your ad that you may refuse to make a float if you don't want to is probably a good business model.
Yeah, I feel like it's just good for pretty much any business. Is just like, look, we can just say no. It's always an option.
If this book that talks about Morse code means at some point I have to know Morse code in this game, I'm gonna be real sad because I don't know Morse code.
I mean, to be fair, if at some point the game says, "Hey, learn Morse code," you're gonna Google it.
That's true.
That depressing tango shit.
Oh,
Bad for your head, bro.
these two people are talking about how they shouldn't listen to Ati's Sankaran Tango,
Music for the
but Odin's way into
It's
it.
too truthful.
Saga's trailer is the one that they're standing in front of, but there's, a couple extra bits and bobs around the back. Oh, and here's the radio talking about the one
I just want to clear something up from our last broadcast.
I wanted to or that I mentioned.
There was some talk, an off-color joke of sorts about Wendy Davis of Davis Family Beef Jerky being dead, which of course is a bunch of hogwash. So I'm gonna give our dear friend Wendy a call so we can put an end to these silly rumors. And oh, it looks like we already have her on the phone line. Wendy, hello.
Hi there, Pat.
That's not Wendy.
No, this is Jim Figamore. Remember, we were going to do the announcement today.
Oh, was that today? Listeners, we have Jim Figamore with us and the director of the Bright Falls Community Theater
And I'm here to announce that the theater will be losing one of its most dignified thespians.
Actors running for mayor.
Jim Figamore will be running for mayor. Hold for applause.
Well, that's quite an announcement, Jim. Just let me find my notes here. I have some questions written down for you.
The real question is what happened to this town. Bright Falls used to draw in thousands of tourists with its vibrant art scene and impressive bird feeders. And what's our reputation now? Haunted Bright Falls. Spooky Bright Falls. The world is laughing at us. And now all this business with the FBI? We need a mayor who can turn this town's reputation around. And nobody knows more about the role of mayor than I do.
What about the current mayor? They probably know a lot about being a mayor.
Fiorello, to glowing reviews from Coffee World magazine.
Thanks, Coffee World magazine.
Center is a joke. And you know what? I hear he kills cats. There. I said it.
Now,
It ain't so, Mayor Setter. You lost my vote if you kill cats.
to some questions. First question. What exactly goes into that delicious beef jerky? Right. So it looks like these are my questions for Wendy.
Pat Main has not had a good intervening 13 years because he was kind of a normal radio guy back in Alan Wake 1.
Futures at stake.
Well, people get weird when they get old.
Murdered.
Yeah.
And it's time for a change. Jim Figamore for mayor. That concludes our program today.
Oh, I actually had more.
Jim Figamore and Pat Main signing off.
I saw a collecty thing there. Oh. I'm gonna reload this crossbow for I can't. Outside. I cannot reload the crossbow. It's all fine. This is a no combat zone. I guess so you don't shoot the Anderson, probably. This is our trailer. Supposedly.
Reeks of booze.
I mean, look, if you were given possession of a trailer by a dark magical force that's rewriting
Addressed
reality,
to me.
that's still your trailer.
From years ago. Wake was right. The horror story is changing reality. Not just people's memories.
Nice bottle of Anderson moonshine.
This card has Mom's handwriting.
Special tweetment. I also do want to point out that in the family tree, Tor is Saga's grandfather and her mom's dad. Therefore, her mom is F. Anderson. So perhaps it is Freya Anderson, if you will.
Everything here reminds me of Logan. This could be her room. This is getting too real. Too personal. The Nordic Tales book Mom gave to Logan when she was little. Logan's junior agent certificate. So cute. Spawn.
On.
Logan used to love her music.
Right, well, that's case bold. It up. Logan stuff and
Oh.
Jesus, there's a lot of clues to go on that one.
yep.
Night Springs.
Night Springs, new season coming soon.
Oh man, look at that poster of them when they were young.
I know, it's great.
Look at Odin's jawline.
Very heroic.
My newfound relatives. Cozy with the cult of the tree. And that's the clicker. In the hands of the cult, just like the page promised. Carlyvala Knights. That's the motorcycle club the Koskela brothers are in. I'll take Odin and Tor up on their offer and visit their nursing home. Right after I find this biker workshop.
Ah, shit.
No. It's not true. It's just a fucking story. It's not true. Logan's back home. She's fine. Fuck. She's at school. David. I'm in the story and it's coming true. Wake said Scratch would try and hurt me with the horror story. But he said there's still time to stop this. That he can stop this with a clicker.
Hey, this is David. Leave a message.
David? Is Logan okay? Call me back as soon...
Uh-oh.
Mulligan? The fuck? Hey! Stay where you are! Mulligan is a cultist? What the fuck is going on
I mean, at
here?
least you could tell who it was from that far away.
I mean, there's really not that many people who can
God damn it. And now
who
they're all
wear outfits from the sheriff's department and are that large. You know?
Fair. Fair enough.
The screaming faces of Mulligan and Thornton are also pretty
the cult has
unsettling, to be honest.
fix this.
I mean, I guess, but it was to me it felt a little more goofy.
It's a little
'Cause it's
goofy,
those
but
two, it's just because it's those two idiots.
yeah.
This is the equivalent of dealing with
This
fucking
is the
Bulk
workshop
and
from
Skull
the
from
photo with the
Power
cultists.
Rangers.
This
You're
is
not
where
wrong.
they had the clicker. If it's still here, I need to find it.
They do kind of just look like they're heavy metal screaming a little bit. I can hear you, which is hilarious. OBS is
Okay.
disconnected. Oh, OBS is reconnected.
All right. Yep. I
Gosh
see
darn
the
it,
streaming.
Dark Place. I just want to play my Alan Wakes.
The Dark Place would really prefer that you did not stream it.
Apparently. I do enjoy the signs of if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and if it is broke, fix the one who broke it. Good, it's just good life advice. General. Before we OBS is reconnected again. Are you there?
Good for it.
Okay.
Yes.
Has the Evil Within ruined every crossbow in a horror game for me because now I just call all of them the Agony crossbow? Yes.
Locked.
I mean,
They must be
fair,
in
but
there.
remember that the Evil Within
There
2
has to be a
actually
way
had a
to get
good
this lock
crossbow.
open.
It did, and it was called the Warden crossbow then.
That's, yeah.
Oh, I can look at the computer. Saturday sauna night. It's good for the body and good for the soul. You may not like it, but it sure likes you. Can't find the new door lock combination. Look inside the smiley coffee cup doesn't help. Ilmo, stop with the puzzles, says Yako. Can't find my tools. I can't even find my left hand, even though it's attached to me, but I will find my boot up somebody's ass if you keep making a mess. Also a good threat. Oh my god, I think I also just put together, because I think they talk about, I think the dancing coffee thermoses, one of them is named Charlene. So they're the nephews of Ilmo and Yako. That's great.
Oh, that's pretty good. I mean, it is a family business.
It's true. Also, I'm just gonna let you read this one because that was a big surprise when I found this email.
Oh. Okay.
Don't put the cult statues in the open, says Ilmo. Anyway.
Don't do that, you rascals.
Oh, this is a good use of the clue board, where we have the clue of Logan has drowned. We're gonna put it on the board.
No. Logan's not dead.
And, no.
Mulligan and Thornton have the clicker. It's in another overlap. Here in Watery.
The OOP. What could the OOP be? If only there was some other video game
from Dr. Darling that could explain this to us.
If only. Have I mentioned lately that I love this video? Because I do. Anyway, I did kind of stumble over here before I was supposed to, but finally Coffee Cup has got some fun cult symbols visible from it. I forget the order this is in, but I wrote this down because I was having trouble with it as well. So I literally have the paint. I have paint open from when I drew the symbols just to fumble with which one is the right combination of these. I think it's this, and this is not. It's this. Oh. There it was. It was backwards.
This hideout. Their headquarters, even?
Ilmo and Yako, you have some splaining to do. Preferably in the form of a TV commercial. I will say, in a quite convenient sense, this crazy murder board
The
here
Nightingale ritual wasn't completed.
can't let random tourists walk into the cult rituals. It's very important. This is why we have the FBI agents snooping around, which is not great.
The cult isn't well organized. People aren't following
I'm
orders.
only being harsh because I know we can do better.
Stay away from the FBC.
Yeah, no shit, they're not well organized.
They're too cool.
This is the cult's process. Their ritual.
Surround the target, subdue them, restrain them, carve out their heart, recite the words, put the clicker into their chest, do it twice. Remember floodlights so we can see what we're doing. It's a good ritual. But now that if we collect these 3 maps, it will actually mark the location of every cult stash in the video game on the map. Which is really nice.
That is very nice.
Got some more clue board to do.
Think.
Psychology. Why did Nightingale become a monster? Because it was interrupted. Involved tore a node. There might have been. Oops. Sometimes I just hit the wrong button a lot, and that's just how it goes sometimes. That one evidence that's just for later, I guess.
Makes sense.
Okay.
There's a basement. This is one weird cult.
This is our mission. Make the woods scary again.
Rose. She's that waitress from the diner.
Stares at ceiling fan for approximately 50 seconds, smiling. Goes to bed, reads the sudden stop. I'm glad that we were holding over from Control the good redaction bit. Overall comprehension of redacted. Dr. Marmont and Dr. Marmont. Our level of organization is fine. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. That's very. Also, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I did not see that in my other playthrough. Oh my god, that okay. Cult symbol inspired by FBC logo, also drugs.
Huh.
I can kinda see it. Okay. Do I have anything I want to chew about? Box this. Let's go into the creepy murder basement of the cult.
A creepy basement.
Oops. Alan?
Shit. Hey! Freeze!
I wonder if there'll ever. Well, and again, you might know more about this. I kind of wonder if there's ever going to be a definitive answer of how much of this is directly Alan Wake's fault.
That would be good to know. I don't know the answer to that yet. Genuinely.
No! They took it! They're playing with me. I was so close.
Those guys just disappear?
Yeah.
There was another overlap here
Oh, there
in
we go.
Watery.
They went into the overlap with their magical
Mulligan
darkness
Thornton had
powers.
gone there, taken the clicker, left this monster here to stop her.
There's an overlap here. Like there was at Cauldron Lake. Mulligan and Thornton are like Nightingale. Inside. Waiting. And a parade float is the key.
You're going to have to fight the
Saga
parade
read about
float.
it. The trap. She knew what was waiting for her. The moment she saw the giant, she knew she wasn't ready. You let Logan drown. The weapon it carried could crack her skull like a brittle egg. Brains leaking out like yolk. Everything she loved.
Alan Wake loves him some simile and metaphor.
We will watch
I don't know if you knew that about him.
Reading this made her sick, but the fear was sharp when she faced it. There was another overlap here in Watery. The parade float was the key. Mulligan and Thornton had gone there, taken the clicker with them, left this monster here to stop her.
Mulligan and Thornton were fine earlier. How did this happen?
Terrible mistake. Shadows crept over Mulligan and Thornton. Shadows on their faces, filling the shape of them. Bright Falls fucking finest. Shitty pastrami sandwich.
Mulligan and Thornton became like Nightingale. Mulligan and Thornton are members of the cult. Who's the leader?
Brains leaking out like milk. The thrill of domination. Not one tree. A forest. The word. A secret like this doesn't die.
There is more than one leader.
Well, that would probably explain why the organization is so bad. That there are multiple leaders. It's just, you know, whip some heavy weaponry because given
Taken us upstairs.
the multiple things, they're like, hey, there's a big dude upstairs for you to fight. It seems like there might be a big dude up here for me to fight.
Gotta go take down El Gigante.
There's a big dude up here for me to fight. Aw, shit. Turns out there was a big dude up here for me to fight.
Oh, tell me the big dude is wearing the coffee Kool-Aid man suit.
He's not.
Aw,
I wish.
man. Walked by the sign and I was excited.
He's also not that threatening.
That
Now
man just say
where's that parade
jobs.
float?
Might have.
Well, he's dead. Players put in work.
They do. They're very useful. They will be very useful for a fight coming up, I will say. Also, as a fun aside, there was something over here in my other playthrough that didn't break, but the collision was gone, so I was able to just walk through a shelf repeatedly, which was
Right.
very fun.
At some point I need to upload a video clip, which is uploading video clips is much harder to do now that I've deleted my Twitter account.
Yeah,
Because
it's
apparently
not.
PlayStation doesn't like you to upload things to other social medias.
It really doesn't.
Is this the parade float?
The overlap
Very
formed
weird.
around Watery's dark past. The ritual to enter
Also
was
weird, it
tied
still
to
asks you to link
crafting
your
the
Twitter
float.
account, but that's not
Art
involved.
was the key.
Man,
It had the power to let Saga in.
At Cauldron Lake, giving the poem and the heart to the witch sign opened the overlap. Here, it's the parade float. But it's incomplete. This is one disturbing parade float.
the parade float about the watery well
Haunting laughter.
with the murder, the serial killers.
Not sure what Puko means, but it looks like the knife is missing.
What could Puko mean about the thing that I kind of pointed out?
One of them is wearing a mask, and the other
Bumped
isn't.
into it. Swung the knife, stabbing again and again.
Stabbing again and again. That must mean the arm's supposed to move. So this is the Koskela Brothers parade float. Looks like only 4 pieces are missing. The mask is the only one without a location listed. Gift shop. Easy. I can't make out what it says.
Mystery. Yeah.
Espresso Express. Got it. Fair Trade Fun Zone.
Alright, now we have a lot of caseboard to do.
Don't need to go over all this again.
Oh, conveniently they are going to just skip ahead through some of it. I don't fully understand what dictates what makes you kind of skip ahead through certain parts of the caseboard, but it's very convenient. Parade float.
Should the characters be moving?
Mask.
The float killer isn't wearing a mask.
Knife.
He needs one. The float killer used a knife.
Parade float is
Art is missing a soundtrack.
okay. Oh, right. I need to do some profiling to figure out where the mask is.
The materials listed for the parade float mention a mask. Where is it?
Poor Mokamoose. He never failed to amuse me. Now we know, Ilmo, there is such a thing as too much coffee.
Yako.
Moka will live on in a place of honor. He lost his head. Mulligan and Thornton had one job.
Man,
Mulligan
if
and
the darkness
Thornton
got a hold
must
of a
know where the
moose,
Moose mask is.
That
You'd be in
there
trouble.
would be no chance. Well, if Mulligan and Thornton screwed something up, well, I guess we'll profile the deputy.
The mask is missing. Where is it?
The dead brought back to life. The crown of the Grand Master.
Goose steak is never a mistake. Just get it fucking done.
They know where it is. I know they know.
I do enjoy the continued Moose Skull Mask, and then the Moose Skull Mask. Where is it?
God, that happened with the profiling thing before.
Yeah, it's with the heart.
Okay, yeah.
Nightingale's heart. I'm going to assume there's one for each of these overlaps,
The moose mask is at the Huatari well.
but I could be wrong because I'm going to be honest. I've not done any more overlaps since this one.
Yeah.
But
I saw something. Like I did in
we
Cold
have
Lake.
summoned
The well, here in Coffee World.
the Moose Mask.
I know the moose skull will be there.
It happens to be in the on the well.
Totally not cursed well.
Totally not haunted
Now
well.
I need to bring the mask to the float.
Also, I kind of wish you just stuck it in your pocket, but it does make sense that it is literally the skull of a live moose. Cannot
Yeah.
stick that in your pocket.
The moose skull.
But
goes
hear me out, what if you put it on?
That'd be fun. I'm just gonna I'm gonna just put the thing together and probably let the game do the case board part because there's a lot.
Oh wait, is there like an auto caseboard button?
If you hit a point without doing the case board, there's like Saga will just go, we've done this, and then just fill in sections of the case board.
Okay. I was gonna say, I feel like this game will be an absolute nightmare if anyone ever decides to speedrun it, due to all of the caseboarding you have to do.
No power. Must be a fuse box around here somewhere.
I don't have the fuse. Oh no, I don't
Is
remember
there
where the
anything-
fuse is.
Is there anything more
missing.
annoying in this game
Can't
than
operate the
opening a
ride without
container
it.
and it's empty?
It's so annoying, especially like the ones on the wall that are like the like the emergency statues, and then you open it and there's just nothing there, and it's like, oh, that... I don't remember where the fuse was because I just found it while I was wandering around. I shot that man many times. We did kind of bump into where the cassette tape was earlier. Creepy.
Have a beautiful day.
Thank God.
That tape that this guy has. Got circuit board we can't do without the fuse around here too. Not. And the knife is in the gift shop. Let's just click. For how to get to the gift shop. Gift shop. Whoa, hello. I do enjoy sometimes when you shoot a man holding a weapon and their weapon just kind of floats in the air for a little bit.
I was gonna say, speaking of various buggy things that happen, and also things floating in the air, I need to upload a video clip later of the opening of the game
I guess a
where
toy
Alex
knife will
Casey's
do.
coffee cup was levitating like a foot behind him in midair.
So when I was streaming this earlier, that sort of happened, except it just shot down to his foot, and he was like psychically controlling it with his foot for a bit.
No, when I was playing, when I first loaded it up, the coffee cup was floating behind him, and then he would take a drink, and it would like swoop through the ground and appear up in front of him, and then like flip behind him again when he put his arm down.
That's great. Oh, where is this fucking... Oh no.
Welcome to the rest of the stream, ladies and gentlemen.
And I have a cheat sheet here that I'm definitely going to be
I mean,
using. I'm gonna run back and dump the knife. The knife and the tape. Ah! The well is haunted! That well that they said was not haunted. In fact, may have been haunted. Mostly because I think if we go over here... I heard somebody behind me.
Another Alex Casey lunchbox?
Get a lunchbox.
You can pick up those crochet dog sweaters at the Sunday market. And while you're
Video.
there, go visit Wendy Davis and grab some of our sponsor's famous beef jerky. Up next, we've got Deerfest. Oh, hold on. Oh, we have a call coming in. Which button is that? Hello? Wrong line. Hold on. Hello. You're on with Pat Maine.
Yeah, Gil Davis here.
What a pleasant surprise. We have Gil Davis on the line from our lovely sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky. Gil, any thoughts on those crochet dog sweaters?
You need to stop.
What's that?
Just stop. Whatever this is you're doing, stop.
I'm not sure I understand, Gil.
There's no such thing as Davis Family Beef Jerky.
Yeah, because it's moose
I don't
jerky.
sell beef jerky. I've never made beef jerky. I don't particularly like beef jerky. I'm getting crazy phone calls for jerky orders, day and night. You got confused old ladies all over this goddamn town on the hunt for imaginary beef jerky, asking for insane flavors like hickory teriyaki.
There's a very low-flying helicopter.
Isn't a thing. Wendy is dead, Pat.
No, that's not right. I just saw Wendy at the market last weekend.
Wendy went missing 13 years ago, Pat.
Missing in 13
They
years
found
ago.
her body. She's dead. We're trying to make peace with that, and you're making it so much harder with all this goddamn beef jerky bullshit.
No, that's just not true. She's there. Every weekend, I see her there. This joke's gone far enough. Now go get Wendy on the line so we can have a laugh about this.
She's fucking dead, Pat.
I don't think you can say that on the radio.
Gil? I think we're out of time. Dog sweaters, Sunday market.
I mean, who's gonna stop him?
You know.
Yeah. Pat Maine.
I mean the FCC for one, but
Yeah, after the fact.
That means not had a good intervening decade.
Again, he's probably getting up there.
Oh,
Also, living in a weird, cursed town where reality keeps changing is probably not great.
back. I do enjoy that. I missed the paperwork in my solo playthrough. I missed the fuse that's in the exact same
To
place.
get the Espresso Express working.
You're so distracted by the paperwork.
I was so distracted by the paperwork. Like, wait, what is this? Oh man. I am not very good at using the propane canister. There's something else here, and I don't remember. I think I'm missing a. Would be like this. Is looking for. Oh, there it is. Ah.
Hey, stop right there. The shape stumbled out of the dark toward Deputy Mulligan. Thornton was doubled over, coughing. A chunk of cold pastrami caught in his throat. Bring it, fucker. Mulligan fired. Thornton hacked the pastrami out of his windpipe, opened fire with his partner. The monster fell. They kept shooting. The thrill of domination. This was the cult of the tree. Not one tree. A forest. Secret knowledge in a deer mask. The last line of defense. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Bright Falls' fucking finest. They crept over, pulling out their flashlights.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Horror. This is Monica from the tackle shop. An innocent woman. Thornton's pastrami came back up.
Good job, idiots. I'm glad the random collisionless shelf came back.
There's your knife. Some creepy laughing for atmosphere.
Let's head back to the Espresso Express and get ourselves a circuit board to make the thing move.
I like that you have to set up this goofy ass parade float to get to enter an alternate reality.
I mean, you know.
No, it's just fun.
Yeah.
Again, like, this stuff is fun because it reminds me of Control and the whole thing of, like, yeah, there's a bunch of specific bullshit you have to do to keep the items happy.
Gotta stare at the refrigerator or else it just kills everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I had this, like, first try last time. I was so proud of myself. Now that I'm on stream. I think I did it exactly the... You gotta get... There we go. I bet this is it. Yay! The broken one has to be over the hole.
Yeah.
Go crawling in the creepy underside of the amusement park ride. What could possibly go wrong? See inside me for a second. Anyway, let's take the circuit board that makes the thing move, so this thing will definitely stop moving. Ah, shit.
Shit. Good thing no one was writing that.
Good thing no one was writing that.
Yeah, you know.
The killing of Monica Thompson was a terrible mistake. Thornton blamed Mulligan's itchy trigger finger. Mulligan blamed Thornton's shitty pastrami sandwich. They only agreed it wasn't their fault. No one will find her corpse. We'll hide it. They fed the body to the maw of a crumbling well, like the murderous Huatari brothers did long ago. They lied to everyone. The word would never get out. But a secret like this doesn't die. It grew inside them, like cancer, the darkness taking over, filling the shape of them.
Also, I feel like it's a terrible way to actually hide a body.
Yeah. You know what? Hold on, I'm gonna... Oh, God. Stop it. Again, I'm not the greatest with using the propane tanks.
I mean, it requires setup. It's annoying. I wonder, can you throw the propane tanks from, like, the bright light area without it disabling bright light?
I don't know.
Maybe that's the way to go with it. Or, like, maybe you could throw a propane tank on the ground, then get in the bright light and shoot it from there, because they'll stop attacking you later.
Oh, that's a good thought.
So you'd have time to aim.
Okay. I may break into I bought the fancy edition health packs and heal up real quick before I continue. Because, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you pay to win. Sometimes you get an idea of like, oh, I'm gonna actually use the propane tanks effectively when I haven't used the propane tanks effectively in the, as you can see, like 20 hours of this game I have played.
A little something to get those arms moving.
Well, now this well is super evil.
Okay, Saga. Let's get the clicker from these assholes.
That part is not as scary as when it's like the two of them screaming and it's just a single one of them screaming at you. Is very dumb.
What the hell? Where am I?
I guess maybe that's why I find the two of them screaming a little freakier, because I just picture it as like a two-headed little sheriff's deputy.
To be fair, if they fused into a cool two-headed monster for this boss fight, that'd be fun.
That would be fun.
But I figure it's probably just going to be two of them, because fighting two enemies is way harder than fighting one thing that has two heads.
You might be onto something.
But also, I feel like if there's two of them, this might be a good situation for the flare, because that'll just keep one super busy while you wreck the other one.
You're onto stuff, but you're right for the wrong reason, let's say.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Mulligan and Thornton in the wreckage of the morgue. Shadows on their
Well, if it's
faces.
anything like what's his
Thornton
face,
did his best
Nightingale,
voice.
then they're just gonna teleport away
I'm
like
a
dicks so they
stuck-up
can kill
FBI
him two
bitch.
ways.
I'll make a big fucking mess. and get these
Alan's
dumb
impression
backwater cops to
of
clean
Mulligan
it
and
up.
Thornton is
Thornton turned to
great
his partner.
slash terrible.
These government motherfuckers. Next time, Mulligan, I'll tell her. You got no clue. You let your own kid drown. You're a fucking fraud. Mulligan leered. Pinning the murder on the Bookers would have fixed this whole goddamn mess. But their kind always sticks together. I reckon we should show the bitch who's boss, Thornton. Shadows crept over Mulligan and Thornton. Inside them, they grinned.
All right. Also, I do want to point out, I played the other game. You got to do this the other way around for it to be lucky. I should baseboard. Yeah. Confirm that Mulligan and Thornton are members of the Cole. There. Okay. Gotten turned around because I don't know if you can tell, but this place is fucking dark. This is
I will say there have been a couple points in this game where it feels like too dark, and I legitimately have no idea where the fuck I'm going.
Yeah.
Like,
On
I
one-
get it, that's the gimmick, but
Yeah.
also, like, dude, come on.
There's a part of me that's like, should I turn the brightness up? But like, I do want to keep it somewhat dark, you know.
I mean, the thing is, like, yeah, but you've already played it. I would say turning it up for the stream is probably fine, because like you've already played it on your own, so you got like the intended experience.
Logan?
And on stream, it's always going to be darker than when you're looking at it.
Amusingly, I don't know if what I see on OBS is what you get, but it's actually brighter on OBS than on my TV.
I was gonna say, it could just be my eyesight not being what it used to be, but on screen, I can maybe see, like, the middle 35% of the screen at any given time. Everything else is a silhouette.
The story is trying to take Logan. I can still stop this. I need the clicker.
Anyway, much like first overlap, we are kind of looping. Oh no!
Wake? I saw him this way in the other overlap.
Alan, Wake, what are you doing in the dark place? I thought we got you out.
It's a loop. Just
If
like
you meet an
before.
Alan Wake on the road, kill him.
If you find one set of footsteps from where you meet an Alan Wake on the road, that is where the story carried you. I'm also very glad that I have a coffee cup charm, because I didn't have it when I did this fight before. But I do also know more of what I'm doing. Oh boy.
This is a nightmare. I can't get through that.
Can't go down the blood well.
I need to look for another way through.
That's the gross one.
This is a thing that you will experience when you get there, but the Sankaran Tango just started playing.
cool.
So we gotta kind of follow that through the spooky woods.
Oh yes, other thing that I discovered in the TV studio. There's a very metal poster on the wall of the Gods of Asgard dressing room for Take Control.
Huh.
It's just a fist covered in lightning grabbing something.
Also, this actually may not be the Sin Cara Tango. This may be the other song that he sings at the place.
Also, am I crazy if this still keeps reminding me of Deadly Premonition in a weird way?
No, because I
feel like this is a weird, also like this is a look at what Deadly Premonition could have been
with budget
made by other developers, maybe.
What Deadly Premonition with money behind it looks like.
Yeah, let's go with that because that's nicer. Dear me. I would blow up that guy's mask. Thing probably cost like $15.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks, Adi, for guiding me through the spooks.
That's what he does.
He's very happy about it. Thanks, Adi.
Oh yeah, I noticed it whenever you were playing, but I didn't mention it at the time. Oh, thanks, Adi. Yeah. Whenever Alan Wake meets him, he mentions that Adi seems like a friendly face. It's the same thing Jessie thought whenever she met him the first time.
That is true.
Because then he does the weird mind-reading thing and comments on her thought that he's a friendly face.
Yep.
Which, Adi's great.
Okay.
Adi's great. Control is a very good video game.
It is.
It
Again, I don't know what's gonna happen in this, but part of me hopes that it just ends with like the heroes in like a situation where they are like, oh no, we've got to like hold out or something, and then like Jessie just flies in and telekinetically throws a bunch of shit around and it's like, oh hey guys, what's up?
That would be great.
Because like she's a fucking superhero compared to every other protagonist they've got.
You're not wrong. I was going to mention, I still think if you had to ask me what my favorite video game of the PS4, Xbox One generation was, it would absolutely be Control.
Control's fantastic, man.
It's so good.
Like, that is hard to beat.
Whoa, what's that do? Super cool. Thanks. Magic box. No shotgun bullets for me, though. That's unfortunate. Actually,
So, okay, you have the sick crossbow.
You have the sick crossbow, and it will be useful. But I am also going to dip into my... I paid more money stash of painkillers. We're gonna keep that in case I die, and then maybe I can hot swap the thing that makes the hand flares better in the charm bracelet. That would be cool.
Good news is, well, I don't know how effective it would be against bosses, but if you threw a flare, you could theoretically stand on the flare to swap the bracelet back.
That is true. So, yeah. What this boss fight is there are a bunch of little darkness motes while Mulligan or Thornton is taking pot shots at you.
Oh, okay. That's...
Well, this is
expecting it to be a fight.
Well, this is phase 1.
Okay.
Next time they won't be coming back.
Because
Yeah,
now
this
we've got...
seems really annoying.
It's not great.
Is there a way to make them not be taking shots at you?
I think you can... You might be able to... Ow. Got a shotgun. You might be able to, like, shoot at them or position yourself a little better than I do. You're supposed to not be able to see me in the light. Ow. Okay. There's one down. And then conveniently, the one taking potshots at you is marked in red, so you can always tell where he is.
Well, that's good at least.
There we go.
Saga Anderson, listen.
Wake?
I've been tricked.
Okay, he's significantly squishier than the other.
Yeah, because he's skinny.
Yeah.
Has it now? It's the key to escape.
What do you mean, escape? You're already out. So is Scratch.
We're making progress. I wrote to be the story's hero. Save her family. Save us all.
Save her family? Are you talking about my family?
Yes, you know it's working. You just need to keep going.
Did you put my family in the horror story? I keep seeing...
I feel like there's a miscommunication there.
He's already out. Are these visions coming from the past? When he was still trapped in the dark place? I have the clicker. I can stop this nightmare.
Anyway, we have the clicker. And much like in Bright Falls, or not Bright Falls, Cauldron Lake, it lowers the water level. So there's a bunch of explory things to do before we move on back to actual Bright Falls, which we will take care. We'll take care of some of that now, but that might be the beginning of the next stream. And then, man, you got to be here for the other parts of next stream because shit's about to go crazy.
Is that tomorrow?
That is tomorrow, unless it doesn't. Unless it shouldn't be tomorrow.
Okay, well, I've got 2 more days off.
Okay, so it can be tomorrow. Also, this song is called Superhero, and it is by... Do chapter songs, how's it been? Mugleta, Mougleta. This is also the point where I was listening to like the first 2 chapter songs. I went, well, I'll just start the third one, and then I got the line about the daughter taken by the tide, and I was like, I'm gonna stop listening to the ones I haven't heard now, because they seem like they might be, you know, a little.
Yeah, they might actually be tied into the story.
They might be because they, you know, specifically wrote the songs this time.
Yeah. Also, I'm not sure it was a miscommunication there with Alan. I think it was just Alan maybe being a dick again and not realizing that people wouldn't appreciate being stuck in a goddamn horror story where everyone they love is in danger. So that he can get out of a fucking hole that he dug himself into.
Maybe. I guess the thing is, I just look at it kind of like the Mortal Kombat 9 thing of he must win.
Mm-hmm.
And so save her family is very non-specific. It could be...
You're right about that. But also I feel like that's a case of Alan Wake was like, yeah, she's getting it. You gotta do it because you're the hero of the story, so you have like the personal stakes of saving your family, etc. And then she's like, wait, did you write me into a fucking story and like all this shit is your fault? And he's just like dead silent.
Entirely possible.
Wake said he could use the clicker to undo the horror story. I need to get back to Bright Falls.
I want to do a little bit more of exploring because there is a thing. Hey, if we go back to downtown Watery, that was where I found the beer ad, and I want to do that before we go because come on. And then I want to stop by the ranger house that was flooded. That might be where I stop the
Come on, Casey.
the collecting, and then next time we'll start with a little bit more collecting, and then
David.
move on to the point of the game where I went, oh man, this game is great. And then I did another bit, and I went, oh god, I spoke too soon. This game is great.
Can you call me back, please? It's urgent.
I mean,
Please.
it's one of those things where I feel
Why
like
isn't David answering?
there's not a good way to explain it, I guess.
How does this all work?
But they keep teasing
horror
that
story
they are
already
going to go full control at some point.
Wake should know.
Yes.
And I feel like they can't keep teasing that to the end of the game without it being disappointing. So, like, shit's gotta pop off. Especially because, like, the research station is a thing you can, like,
I should look around.
see on... Well, you don't see it on the map, but, like... There's a buzzer... There's a fence with a buzzer you can hit and, like, a sign that says there's an FBC research station up this road. There's a lot of things that tell me that, like, shit's gonna pop off at some point and things are gonna get more direct. We're gonna stop dancing around the FBC elephant.
I have a very big smile on my face, and I can't tell you why,
Yeah.
but I imagine you can probably infer why with my big smile.
Well, yeah. No, that's what I'm, like, that's the thing, is, like, they gotta.
They gotta.
The bubble's gotta pop at some point. Oh, there was one other thing that I forgot about, which was the events of Control were not happening. The events of the Control DLC were not happening at the same time as this. Because they did get the signal from Bright Falls at the end of that DLC, but the guy who gets it explicitly said that the signal's time code is messed up, and it's from a couple years in the future.
Right, I do remember that now.
Can you just security blanket? Need Blanky Blankerson?
So I think these two are Ilmo's niece and nephew, or nephew
Charlie and Charlene.
Yes. Ati has finished his
Quite the show that Ati fella put
show.
I hope they're not also members of the cult.
To drink some brewskis. Are you coming? No, Ilmo. I'm very busy wearing a turtleneck and drinking wine.
Like an asshole.
I know what Yako needs. Armor to the rescue.
So good. These ads are so good, and there are 2 more.
They're incredible.
I don't even know what the other 2 could possibly be about.
Also, when actually, I hope that one of them is somehow like a cult recruitment ad.
That would be very funny.
But I was gonna say, fucking. Whenever Nextlander was playing this, and they first saw Yako, fucking, I don't remember who it was that said it, but one of them was like, "Is that just Drew Scanlon with a fake beard?"
You know, I see it.
I can see it a little bit. Also, it's not sad if it's intentional. Great line.
That is a fantastic line. This video
it's also
so
really untrue. Cannot stress enough how untrue that is, but it is a good line.
Also, before I run off to the Raidner station, there is a cult stash here that was related to a thing I mentioned earlier, and I think I did the math right.
Another one of those phone boxes.
I think so. Hold on, I'm gonna look at it again. Anyway, do you want to do some sweet math to figure out?
No, I don't.
Did I do this right? B2 is 120 is B3 plus 120. B1 is B3 2. Or no, that should be B minus, because B2 is more than 100 is more than B3. No.
No, I think you had it right the first time.
Yeah.
B2 is equal to B3 plus 128.
So I did this and I got the wrong answer, and then I looked it up, and
hold on, let me see. Should probably use a calculator for this, but
yeah. Because when I did this, I got. Oops. I got 368 is what I got. I did this, which the answer is not 368.
Oh, whatever. I could be here all night if I'm messing around with this.
That's
Yeah,
true.
go ahead.
Then if I flip that, then I get this. The answer is like 4. Hold on. Number 7. Yeah, this is what I did, but I got a different number. Oh, because we're looking for B2, not B3. So I was right, I just wasn't done. So B3 is 1472 divided. This is where I got tripped up. It's 368, and then you add 128 to it, and you get 496. So I do remember high school algebra. I just didn't finish the thing. Anyway, I'd like that puzzle because the note on the inside is like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I can't do math in my head. I'm not Ada fucking Lovelace.
I do like that. Like, what if I needed to get in fast? Like, that's my immediate thought every time I see a convoluted puzzle in a game. Is like, but what if you were in a hurry?
We're going to take a quick stop at this ranger station that is now no longer flooded. Bit of a jog, but it is worth it. The quickest one is... I know, actually, it'd be quick to cut through Coffee World. Let's cut through Coffee World. I will say I got an upgrade in my main playthrough that I did not get in this one yet because I kind of wanted to try other gun upgrades. The one for the crossbow that lets you hold down the trigger and like charge it up is actually very useful. Anyway. Oh, this is... Look at the happy pictures of people at Coffee World. It's a nightmare.
I'm sad you never got to fight the giant coffee pot.
You know, there's still a lot of video game left.
Fair enough.
Hello. Can you not be here, please? Jesus. Scared the shit out of me.
Why is there a wolf in the amusement park?
What got Mocha the moose? It wasn't a moosing. Oh. This way. Away. No. Actually, I think yes. This way. Should run into another cabin. And
Just
some
curious.
More wolves. Yep.
This may have been a visual glitch happening in my game, but when I was playing as Saga running around in Cauldron Lake, there were two just glowing orbs of red light hovering near a picnic table. That ever happened to you?
That's never happened to me.
Okay, I think it was just a visual bug. Because there were two, like, Taken guys nearby, and I think that was, like, their weak points spawned outside of their bodies. Yep. It's a very casual wolf.
Okay.
This happened to me with a wolf. It was like on a path and it kept like running up like it was going to attack, and then it would just stop and walk away casually and then come back and do it again over and over. It was very weird. Wow.
They were not...
That wolf longed for death.
It did. Anyway, I wanted to come up here to lady hanging out with a bear.
Real bear or stuffed bear?
That's a great question.
Oh god, you found the cabin of that lady from Grizzly. Or was it just called Bear? What was that fucking weird Canadian book that Rob's people made?
the FBC is going to make a set and then use it to...
Experiment code name Beauty and the Beast.
So I think it may have been a real bear.
Okay.
But also, my thing I kind of needed to stream early for is started to occur, so this will be the end of the stream.
All right.
There's a little bit more here, but we'll do that next time. Back
All
to
right.
the nearest save point.
The important thing is that some freak in the FBC was like, I wonder if I can write a fake story and make a woman marry a bear.
Yep, that was the important thing.
I kind of figured that's... When there was the note and the dolls and stuff, I was like, wait a second. Was this... Look, some FBC researchers may have had a little too much autonomy.
They really did. Wish I could remember how to navigate. But that'll be a thing for next time. That way. Oh god! I want to go into the mine place. There it is. Okay. Join us next time. I will personally guarantee you it will be when shit gets crazy, because there will be 2 parts that are very important. Anyway, on that note, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween! It's spooky time.
Enjoy. Totally not looking at